Oh, there's a couple of egrets out there. Look at that. Egrets out there. I don't know if you could see them, but I can. Ronnie was spraying out here for mosquitoes, and it took me back many eons ago when I was a child, and the DDT truck, as we called it then, would come by. This was in Key West, and spray for mosquitoes, and us kids would get on our bikes and we'd chase after the truck as it sprayed us. And you know what? I'm still alive and I'm still doing well. But boy, did that bring back memories. It was fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. I don't know if any of you all ever experienced it when you were young, but just saying. Well, good morning, everybody. It is starting out as a very foggy morning. The only ones up is Cookie and myself. Oh, and Doris Elise. She's just roaming, though. She's always up. But, it's nice to be out here. Just sitting out here with nobody around. No one. And enjoying the morning as everything wakes up. And the birds and the little critters. They're roaming around. I saw a couple of them. I saw some of the birds out there. Some of the egrets walking around. In fact, I'm looking at one. Well, they just flew away. But I just wanted to say good morning. Haven't even had coffee yet, so talk to y'all later. Okay? All right. Well, this is the third time I tried to make this video. But I have a very greedy dog that I've had to scold several times because of its actions. Now, there's enough food for all of them. More than enough. Minnie will eat. Go lay down somewhere, and the minute she sees another one of them come over to eat, she is over there fighting them. So I had to stop a fight between her and Brian. And I brought the food up on the bed to let Cookie eat. Cookie's really great. Cookie will sit back and wait patiently. When she has an opportunity, she goes and gets the food. But if Minnie sees her get it, then Minnie's over there wanting to fight her. So I don't know. Anyway, I had several people ask me about how I'm dealing with this coronavirus and living this lifestyle. Well, for one thing, I don't go from place to place to place, every day to a different place. I stay put. I follow the guidelines, and most of them say 14 days. Well, I do that. I stay in one place for 14 days most of the time, and I normally am like in the national forest where there's nobody out there. And I only go into town when necessary. And I always make sure, I've got my mask on. I try to stay my distance, although that's kind of almost impossible at times because other people don't stand their distance. And they're right there in your face and you're trying to back away from them, But I don't go in any store, department store, anything like that without my mask on. And sanitize. I've got my sanitizer with me all the time. there, most of the national forests are open. Not the recreational areas. No, they close them because they have toilets. And that's one reason for sure. Um, so they're closed. But if you're in a dispersed area where there's no toilets and anything like that, well, you know, you got your own toilet. Most of us do anyway, even if it's just a 5-gallon bucket. Um, we don't need to go into those areas. When it comes to water, there's a lot of places that will allow you to get water. Service stations is one of them that will allow you to get water. They normally have a spigot on the side of the building there, and they allow you to get water. We still get a lot of our water from the RV park, which is not that far away. And Ronnie has allowed us to get water here. So we've been pretty lucky in this area. Boy, they're really working here in the park. I mean, they are really working to make this a much nicer place, which, in my opinion, it's the nicest. I don't see, you know, maybe, yeah, for people to come out with children and all. Well, we're not in the area where the children are. There's one play thingamajiggy over here with slides for little kids. It's mostly for toddlers, but nobody comes up here on the hill. So that I'm glad of. I love kids, don't get me wrong, but I am not living this lifestyle at my age to be around a bunch of kids. I mean, I'm just not. I like to see them from a distance. I love to see the joy that they have when they're out there playing. But with things the way they are, I don't even want to see them out there because I'm so afraid for their health. But you know, to each its own. I know what I would be doing if my children were young right now. But I don't see a lot of parents doing that. My child would have a face mask. Oh yeah, I'd make sure they have a face mask when we go into a store or anything like that. And I would not put them in jeopardy. Not for anything. So, you know, like I said, to each its own. I can't tell people how to live their life no more than they can tell me how to live mine. I'm not concerned about people coming around me because if I see them coming my way, I head the other way. Not that I don't want to be around people, but not with this going on. No, I don't. I totally do not. I mean, I even freak out with Noah. I do. And I know he's been protecting himself more so for me than for himself because he knows that I have issues and he doesn't. So it's not a good situation nowhere around. But I think that if you protect yourself, if you follow the guidelines, although a lot of people don't believe in all this, but if you follow the guidelines and you really do a lot of research as to where you're going to go or where you want to go, make sure it's an area where there's not people around. Although some of you would like to have people around. I know some of, especially we women, fears of things that can happen, and I understand. I never had those fears. I guess in a way it's like, oh well, if it happens, it happens. That's life, you know. But yeah, I say take care, take precautions, and don't let this stop you from doing what you want to do. I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm just going to be extra careful. Okay? All right. Peace. Love you all. By the way, air hugs.